YouTube. There we go. Stream is rolling. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Guys, it is, I don't know, what's today's Monday? I said earlier, I was on the phone. I told somebody, oh yeah, tomorrow's Thursday. Bro, Thursday? Today's Monday. Monday hasn't even begun. Good morning, everybody. YouTube looks alright, I believe. Make sure that that's rolling okay. We should be okay. Connecting stream software. Yeah, we're alright. It shows a black screen. Can somebody check on YouTube, make sure that's alright? Oh wait, nope, we're good. We're good, thank you. Sorry. Let's check. Let's start with gold. Start with gold. Gold has just been freaking ripping, guys. Since August 22nd, 15 bars, I'm sorry, 14 bars, only 2 red days. Only 2. And each time those sellers stepped in, buyers wicked them right back higher. Buyers wicked them right back higher. We're going with buys on gold. There's uncertainty in the economy. We have Fed rate cut decision this Wednesday. That's when they're going to tell us if it's a 25 BPS or a 50 BPS. Really leaning towards that 25. I'd like to see 50 with how weak jobs were, but because of inflation, they're probably going to lean a bit more steady on the 25. Yeah, okay, YouTube, we're working. YouTube, let me know in the comments if you guys can hear me. We've been having some audio issues the past few days. So first thing I'd want to see on gold is we're going to come over to Market AI. Check out our little brain breakdown. Gold futures near record highs on Fed rate cut expectations and geopolitical tensions. ES up all week. What's up, Lil AR? Good morning, bro. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. ES markets are rallying, dude. All-time highs after all-time highs. Just like we saw, we didn't see all-time highs in April, but we saw markets rallying in April. Remember when Trump announced that whole the situation with the tariffs, the hold on tariffs, Liberation Day, whatever. Okay, well, that gave us a huge rally in gold and the markets. Well, let's see if the Fed rate cut does the same thing. So, gold futures edged up around 36.46 per ounce, maintaining a strong bullish trend supported by anticipated Fed rate cut decisions and from labor market weakness. Just what I mentioned, guys. The weak job report, that's definitely pushing us towards a rate cut. Geopolitical tensions, including U.S.-China trade talks and political pressure on the Fed, further boosted gold's safe haven appeal, right? So safe haven, gold's a really great place to go because when the economy's strong, yes, people are taking some profits from gold, but as soon as there is an ounce or a bit of uncertainty or worry, that's when gold likes to fly. Now, because there's uncertainty of how big this rate cut's going to be, if there's going to be a rate cut, so there's still no 100%. We haven't had FOMC yet, so we are going to have to see. The metal has gained over 9% over the past month. That's wild, 9% in a single month on gold. And his post has tested new all-time highs near 36.74 with forecast suggestions, risks towards 4,000 by year end. So gold's clearly bullish. If we take a look down here, sentiment analysis, we have our key factors. What are some key factors holding us where we are? Fed rate cut, geopolitical risk, dollar, and yield. So remember, a weak dollar leads to a strong gold. So we could take a look at where the dollar's trading to. COT report we could check because it's Monday and those come out last Friday. And we could take a look at gold and see that gold is still increasingly bullish. Last week it was 82.66, now it's 83.73. It's steady bullish on gold. Check that out, guys. Real good stuff. Large speculators continuously long. Large specs continuously long. Change to the upside, great. Trump tracker today, see if Trump's talking at all. Nope, we're solid. Any earnings? They do have their earnings. That's pretty cool. I was told them they should. Oh, that is really cool, actually. Wow. All right, I never checked this out on Market AI. Oh, no way. Yo, this is sick. All right. That's crazy. This has to be no. Anyways, very cool there. I told them they should do something where they could sort of define the high priority earnings, like when Apple and Nvidia, things like that have earnings, have those at the top. Let's see if that's the case. I think, when was Nvidia's earnings? I want to say August something. Oh, we're way past that. Let's see. August 11th. It was 24th, 27th. It was a Wednesday. Here it is, Nvidia. Yes, you see how Nvidia is lower? I'd want to see those higher cap ones higher. Oh, but you know what holds all earnings? Check that out. MPNGY, right? Like, huh? So it's not true earnings on that. That's interesting. I love that you could click it and it'll give you a breakdown on it too, though. That's nuts. Real cool platform. Hmm. Nice. All right. Anyways, equities. Check equities. I told him he should put some type of large cap watcher in here where it measures the Tesla, not Tesla, but Microsoft, Apple, Meta, Nvidia, Google, and Amazon against each other and gives us like a gauge. But you know what's cool is I think Edgeful actually has that. Check Edgeful, what's in play, or Screener or something like that. I think it's Screener. Yeah, so Screener usually will have only available during market open hours. It will show you like Apple, Microsoft, Amazon will show you if they're bullish, bearish, where they're trading at against the moving averages, stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. Let's get this down there, and now let's break down some gold. Let's find some actual zones. We see gold has been pretty range bound over the past, I'd say about 4 or 5 trading sessions, from highs of over here to lows of over here, right? So now these are just the extremes. Extreme high, extreme low, minimum high. Now, the reason I'm marking this low all the way down here instead of like up here is because this day hit that area. I'm not going to be using these as supply and demand though. This is just to sort of give me and you guys a visualization of the range gold has been. But remember, when in doubt, zoom out. When in doubt, look left. Well, we got a nice rally before that. So if we're trading with the trend, I'd still want to be bullish. But I wouldn't want to buy these highs right now because I see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times we've rejected near these highs. So we're not buying these highs until we're able to sustain above them and then retest that old resistance and hold it as support. Beautiful drawings. Alright, so that's what we're looking for on gold. Let's update now our previous day high, previous day low. We could also get rid of those big rectangles too, because we don't need them at the moment. We took out previous day low already today. Looking like we're trying to make our way towards those previous day highs. This is when I would want to pull up Edgeful and know like the stats wise. Do we have for gold? Do we take out that previous day high and close green? Do we take out previous day and close red on Monday from Monday to Friday, right? So let's go by weekday. By weekday, previous day's range, ES. Now we're looking at previous day's range. We want to look at the future session. So we'll do daily, and then we'll do GC. And by weekday, Monday, previous day taken out, previous day low taken out, we have a 75% chance of closing red today on gold. However, we have to remember the statistics are great when they're in our favor. However, the trend is our friend. So if our stats are going against our trend, we want to be a little patient. If anything, what we might want to look for is to wait for us to take out that previous day high first and then retest some area of support to continue higher. That way, if we don't take out previous day high, we know to remain in a more of a bearish bias because of this previous day low stat. Or we take out previous day high, it confirms the trade, it confirms the trend, and we want to continue higher from there. We see that on strong days, gold could really rally. Check this out. 50 points to the upside. 50 points to the upside. This one's probably like 60. 74 points, 84 if you count the wick. I mean, huge moves, guys. So right now, for us to have moved on the daily, on the candles that we were measuring, only 8 points. For us to break previous day high about 20, I'd want us to pull back to about 5-6 points. And then continue, maybe run towards that other high up here from new all-time highs, 37.14 on gold futures. That is definitely what I'm looking for today on gold, guys. Gold has been just killing it. And something else I want to point out, guys, is when we were pulling back in this range over here, check out this range, this little pullback right here, look at the volume. Volume declined. So volume was declining while price was trying to decline. Usually when we see a reversal, we want to see price pick up. So we want to see price pick up while, volume pick up while price continues. So for a big reversal to the downside, we'd want to see strong selling pressure, strong selling volume. Because the volume was decreasing, that tells me these weren't sellers holding us in this range. That was probably, I was going to say possibly, but probably people taking profit. We're at new all-time highs right now in gold. People were buying along this whole rally. So yes, they're going to be taking profit up here. Low volume, decreasing volume, possibly a squeeze on volume, and possibly a squeeze on our daily time frame. I really am looking for gold to have a strong move today to the upside, possibly this week. We can take a look at our weekly time frame now too, because it is Monday, so a new weekly time frame formed yesterday, and check it out. Rally, rally, rally. Technically, this one was a rally too. This was a bit of an harami candle. That's when it's sort of an inside candle. Almost looks like I'll never forget the funny book that I read. I call it funny because it was Japanese transcripted into English, but from like 20, 30 years ago. So it was super botched, super choppy. However, it was still price action. It was still candlesticks. It was still candle analysis and all that shit. So it didn't really matter. It didn't really matter that the English of it was horrible because it was showing me the same candles. But the way that it explained it was it almost looks like a pregnant woman of candles, where this is her body, and then this is her belly. Right? She's pregnant. And then, boom, she gave birth. But, I don't know, small things. Little things you learn in funny books like that. That stick with you. As funny as it sounds, it sticks with you. And that's how you learn. You find something that sticks with you, and you'll never forget it. Let's see. Gold price levels, volume-wise, I want to see us pull back into this 36.83. Check that out. Let's come down to a 30-minute now. And check out this 36.83. Oh, that's right over here. Let's go down to a 5-minute. 36.83, right over here. Look, because you see there's no volume shelf right here. That's a volume imbalance. And right above it, we had an extra strong amount of buying pressure. So I want to see if we could find some buyers around 36.89. Let's see, 36.89. Wait, no, 36.83.9, which is below this low. So I'd be using this fair value gap as a trade. Now, stop loss wise, I would want to see this low volume shelf hold, so 3682.7 could be my stop. Just a little inside the zone. So this could be my first possible trade setup on gold, and given the momentum and because I'll be trading in the direction of the trend, I might be given the opportunity to really hold this trade and look to take out previous day high. Then boom, guess what? We take out previous day high, I'm able to extend my take profit because again, we're trading with the trend at that point. So this is going to be the first setup that I'm looking for on gold today. I'm going to add some alerts down there so I don't miss it. I might even put out that limit order and then go on to ES and NQ. That's how confident I am in that trade. And guess what? If it doesn't work out, we know how much we're risking. We know how much we're making. It's the whole point of good risk management, guys. All right, so let me set up this gold trade. Let's see, where we at though? So let's start with first TP being that previous day high. Because even if we had first TP, we do have a 15-minute supply zone right here too though. Even if we had our first TP near this pivot high right here, this is still a great risk to reward setup. So we are going to just be patient on this and see if it wants to give us that entry. I'm looking to possibly take, I was going to say 2 contracts. We'll see about 2 contracts once we enter that zone. Let's check out ES and NQ now and see if they're giving us any setups. These are also near all-time highs, if not at new all-time highs right now. Check it out. They, in fact, are. ES making new all-time highs yesterday. So was, I believe, the NASDAQ. We'll check that soon. We got some data lows that we haven't taken out this data low in quite some time, and we are just rallying away, so we could delete that. It's no longer relevant. Our open price today on our open candle. Something else, guys, on gold, by the way, would be this 15-minute basing candle right here. If we want to rally from here, I'll look to see if we want to create a demand zone over this basing candle right here. So rally, retest, entry on the retest, continuation. Without that, I'll just still look for this zone. But it does look like buyers are getting ready to squeeze it on gold again. Let's see. And we'll take a look at our equities too. Guys, YouTube, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And definitely follow on social media at Trading with Kev. I post social media and trading content daily. I just posted a video yesterday. I'm going to send it in Discord and then play it for you guys because I found it really funny. I'm not sure if you guys know the joke. It's such a dull brain joke in my opinion, but it's 6'7". You guys ever hear the song 6'7" or see people do that with their hands? So I made the 6'7" reference in a joke in a video about Tesla because Tesla rallied about 6-7% on Friday. So I'll play that for you guys. I found it amusing. And isn't that all that matters? 7% on Friday, but this rally
now I gotta start it over.
Hedge funds are piling in. It's about 6-7% on Friday, but this rally isn't about robo-taxis. Hedge funds are piling in because Tesla's expected to crush Q3 delivery estimates, 470,000 versus Wall Street's 430,000 estimate. And that's all thanks to buyers rushing in before the $7,500 EV credit expires. But even with the surge, Tesla's still down 2% on the year while the S&P and Nasdaq climb to double digits. So what do you think? Is Tesla about to hit new all-time highs, or is this a fake out? Drop your thoughts and follow for more. Boom, fire. I know. Anyways, damn, there goes gold. Seen it coming, baby. I didn't want to jump in down there. As much as it looked like it was holding, we were saying it was holding. I'm more of a patient guy. I'd rather wait for my setup. Catch me chasing a trade. Yo, what's up, Random? What's up, Marziti? Good morning, gents. How you guys doing? Have a good weekend?
Yeah.
Nice. What'd you do?
Oh man, it's around here. It's prepare for winter. So
Gotcha. What do you do to
for the
prepare for winter? It's
weekend.
not winter all the time in Canada?
No, I mean it's nice from May until November, but it takes a couple months to prepare.
Yeah. No, I bet. Because the winters get crazy up there now.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Random, are you East or West Canada?
Well, I'm up north.
I mean, I've been hearing about this Wexit business with Alberta and all that kind of stuff. I don't know much about it, but is it, uh, anything you want to share on that?
What is it? Oh, it's like where they want to separate, like Alberta wants to separate or something?
Yeah, Alberta and Saskatchewan are wanting to break away and become, instead of a province, they want to break away and be their own thing.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, they're huge producers. They're Alberta's kind of like the States, right? Like you can have guns, you can have guns in your car, like just in your back window, you can have a shotgun driving around, go get a Coke, that kind of thing, right? Um, yeah, they're more yeah, I would say they're more aligned with the way America is. So they definitely want to they're trying to get away from um having to abide by all of Canada's laws. So I don't know how serious they are. Quebec did the same thing, right? And it didn't work out. Although Quebec isn't really a producer financially, so Alberta could justify it, right? Because they make so much money.
Well, the story that I heard was that Alberta is the money maker, but the money keeps going to Ottawa for, everything nice in Ottawa, and Alberta is actually getting, so little to keep so little of the revenue that they're disgusted, fed up, blah, 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 and all kinds of regulations and stuff. And I don't know how much of this is true. Um, but this whole business of Alberta breaking away and becoming their own country, I was like, what? There was even talk about that they were entertaining the whole 51st state idea. I was like, oh, God, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's funny.
Well, financially, Marziti also they're the largest producer of oil in the country, and a lot of the
Oh,
western provinces produce the largest amounts of if you trade commodities like canola and like grains, they're the largest producer. And what they're upset with is it's actually not only regulation, but the stifling of industry-leading projects that will give them more money. So essentially, they have the second largest deposits of oil in the world, but they're essentially not allowed to use it. And any money they do make then goes out of the province, and they're very fed up. So financially, that would sort of sum it up.
Wow. I mean, first we had Brexit, now we have Wexit. I don't know. We'll see. Just curious. Not trying to start anything. But,
Yeah, Canada doesn't take anything serious, man. Like we're like a captured country. We don't even know by who. You know what I mean? We're just
well, which
like
side is
Canada's
French
pretty sad,
speaking?
man.
Which side is French speaking, east or west?
All of it's supposed to be French, but Quebec is it's primarily Quebec and then up through parts of Ontario. Primarily Quebec, though.
Okay, okay.
And in Newfoundland too, they're Acadian French. There's a lot of French speakers in Newfoundland.
Yeah, yeah, Newfoundland. Yeah, it's beautiful up there. It's cheap.
COT reports pretty neutral on ES over the past few weeks, not a big change. Indices, I wanted to check NASDAQ if there's any continuation or strength there. We see there's a little bit of a turnaround here on NQ where we had a big drop from the 26th to the 2nd on the report. Looks like we're spiking back higher on NQ. We see that right here. We had the drop from August 26th report. It was up 2,000. Then September 2nd report compared to the August 26th report went from 36K net positive to 15,000. Huge drop. Now they're back up to 25K. They're making their way back higher again. But again, sort of in that range. We know gold has been continuously higher. We know oil is probably trash. Oh no, oil they do have net long. Oh no, wait. This is crude oil Brent. This is crude oil WTI. This is the one we trade. Right? We trade WTI. 90% sure.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
WTI is also, I mean, yeah, whatever.
right? Why? What's the difference?
I'm not aware there is a difference. Maybe I'm wrong.
Let's see if there's a price action difference. There's got to be a
I
price
just know
action difference.
CL.
Well, Brent is. It looks like it's BZ. No, there is no price difference. That is interesting, bro. What the hell? Interesting. Alright, let's see. Back to gold. Really waiting on gold. Possibly an entry 3684 if it wants to give it to us, which I highly doubt at this point. What else are we looking at? Mark all is red. Exit that out. We had our daily bias up before. We saw ES is sort of near those highs of the range that we mentioned. Same with NASDAQ. Oil range bound. Don't want to trade that all year. Gold, similar thing near the top of its range, but with increasing volume to the upside across the COT report, across Bookmap, across the daily time frame. Really liking the way gold is trading a lot more than the way NASDAQ and ES are trading at the moment. Macro outlook key events today include U.S. Empire State Manufacturing Index bill auctions and yada yada. Let's check our economic calendar today. We have our countries, just U.S. Impact high priority. Save filter just so it's saved again. Don't have anything high priority today. Tomorrow we have retail sales at 8:30. Wednesday we have Fed rate decision at 2 o'clock. It's going to be major. That's when they announce the hopefully 25 BPS. Go home here. I mean, dude, what a clean home screen too. Capital flow, we could see if there's any consistent inflows. This is also why I'm not liking volatility on the ES, because look at this, most of our indexes are all bearish. So with that being said, again, we're at the top of our range. I want to be careful. I'm really going to be looking to trade gold today instead of ESNQ, most likely. So I said gross NQ price action. Reason for that is because we're making higher highs, making higher lows. But right now, currently, if I'm looking at, here's a 15-minute time frame, I don't have any broken 15-minute supply zones I could use as support. I don't have any 30-minute supply zones either for the same thing. I don't really have any 30-minute demand zones as well. 15-minute, what I'm doing is I'm going back and forth and I'm looking at this area right in here for a demand zone. 30-minute, I see a lot of consolidation, a lot of lower wicks, and then a reversal. So I'd want to say, okay, well, where's the 45? 45 isn't really giving it to us. 90-minute, not really either, because what I would like to look for when looking for these supply and demands is I want to look for this basing to wick at a true low. Right now, this didn't create a true low because that low was created on the candle before it. And remember, this isn't just, oh, it was a few minutes before it. No, this right now is a 90-minute time frame. This could have happened in an hour and a half, right? So, same thing here on the hourly. We don't have our red basing. 2 hour, now we came right back to consolidation, and I'm finding demand again to the downside over here near 24,040. So, I want to be careful with that. 9:30 markets are open. Let's see. Let's pull up Bookmap. See what's cooking. Let's see. We might just, again, probably just looking at continuation. So the question becomes, where is our entry? Is that our previous day high? It is. We have our open price. Do we have our gap fill? Find our gap fill for a quick second. Doubt that it's going to be relevant to today. I'm pretty sure we're just going to keep pushing through. 345 candle close. There's our gap fills right near our open price, so that would be ideal of an entry. But remember, our gap size right now is 0.28. That's not the worst gap size on NASDAQ. We could be patient. Pull up NASDAQ on Bookmap over here. Big seller at 184, which we've surpassed, so that could be the next area of support. I'm waiting here, guys. 180 could also be another area of support. If I was real bullish right here, would definitely be considering possibly that 180, around 180 for some longs. 173 stop loss. Looking at equities right now, I wasn't given a good opportunity to really break down equities, but they are rallying at the moment. Gold. Gold's probably not going to give us our entry all the way down here. So what I'd like to see is if we could at least retest this 15-minute order block over there. But that also most likely is not happening. There's that 87 retest. We're in a range right now between 87 and 95. Small little 8-9 point range on NQ. I canceled out that what's it called, that gold setup, the entry all the way down here, because clearly we're just pushing away. There's that big break on NQ, wonderful, 24,025. NASDAQ all-time highs, baby. All-time highs this morning, fantastic. Yo, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Hope you're all doing well. Yo, morning, Dan, David, Ozzy, what's up, guys? Blackfoot, Austin, good morning, good morning. Let's see, I'm waiting, guys. We're not buying highs up here. I don't like all-time highs. It's also another reason why I'm probably looking at some gold trades if we could find a good entry. Here, now I do see this 88.7 is a little bit of a low volume shelf. 88.7. And that does fall within a FVG. So let's FVC. Ha 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 ha. Fair value gap right here. We're going to mark that out with our box that I have saved so I could drag it out. That's between 87 and 88.4. My low volume shelf is between 88.3 and 88.9. So let's pull it up. 88.3, 88.9. Wait, the low is 88.3, which is right where the fair value gap starts. So we'll see. We'll possibly see this as a possible trade setup on gold. So we'll add alert there. And again, we're just waiting now, man. Waiting. Able to set some alerts. Go back to our other charts. Take a look. Volume pressure has been bullish. NASDAQ. Let's
Something
see.
to consider about today.
What's that?
Oh, I just posted. It's like something to consider, right? It's kind of left it in the dust here on Friday on NQ.
Oh, let me see. Oh, like old zones to the downside or upside?
It's just way above for a Monday, right?
Right. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Because we have got that gap fill to the downside too, which we've got a pretty decent chance of possibly filling because of the odds. Let's see. Gap fill. NQ. New York. Buy size. Gap fill size right now is 0.28%, giving us a bearish bias, even though we know we're in a bull trend right now. But then it says size-wise, gap ups. Ooh, only 59% chance of filling. That's pretty big. Pretty low, really. So we'll see. We will see. Definitely got some unfinished business from yesterday. From Friday, I should say. Yo, good morning, Winfield Rocks. Good morning, man. Hello, welcome to the community, by the way. So you entered, I think, last week or so. Just want to say hello and welcome. And anybody else new in the community, hello and welcome. Please keep an eye out for any fake Kevins that might try to shoot you a message, as silly as that sounds. But please let me know also if you got any questions or you need anything. Always happy to help out. Let's see. This is NASDAQ. See a little bit of a low volume shelf at 84, right? 84 right over here. And we do have a little bit of a volume fall off over there. Thanks. That's worth it. Enjoy being here. Oh, I love it, man. Awesome. I love to hear it. My goal is to help with the education, but also have fun, right? We want to earn while we learn, but we also want to be able to enjoy a little bit too. Not too much where you get too distracted, but if you make it too serious to try to learn something, instinctually our bodies will want to try to forget about it as soon as we're done. Like, oh, are we done yet? And then it will never stick with us. So let's just be patient. Let it come to us. Have some fun when we learn. And kill it. Let's see. Guys, YouTube, if you're here on YouTube, don't forget you can join our community at bullishbrs.com. Live trade with me daily for the most part. If I got stuff I got to take care of, I do have to take care of it. And that's the benefit of trading, man. A lot of people forget that they're not in for trading just for the financial freedom, but the freedom of time, the freedom of doing what you want when you want, setting up an appointment whenever, have your own schedule, be your own boss. Let's see. What do we got there, Marziti?
Ninja Trader's version of Jigsaw book map showing 66.75 as the resting orders above us, and then around 66 66.5 below us.
66.75?
Above us 66.75, 172 orders on the ES. So that's a potential target there. Also happens to line up with, let me see.
Because you know what it is too. I don't know if that's on a different contract or what, but I don't think so. But 66, I got.
But it also happens to line up with the 0 DTE call wall. So it's a potential target upside, and then right above that, 2 points is the pivot point R2. So we'll see. But we are kind of overextended right now to the north, so a pullback is probably going to happen first.
Gotcha. All right.
Any rate, as far as this move that we've made, if we look at on the ES, the 825 high to the 840 low, that defined a box, and we've made a full 100% measured move out of that box. And that's the reason that we hit 66.72 and stalled, or 66.71-ish, whatever. That's the reason we kind of stalled right there. That was a full measured move. So now we're in a decision of whether we continue the march north or whether we chop or whatever.
Gotcha. All right. Awesome. Thank you, Marzetti. Yo, what's up? What's up, Gates? Yo, good luck on your show today, man. I hope you have a good show. Yo, let me know who else I should, Gates, let me know who I should invite for my show, because I reached out to Tori, man. She never got back. I hope my, email didn't end up in the junk, though. That's what happened. I reached out to BK Traders. I forget their name. Boris and Catherine. They mainly started in Forex, but they do futures now too. They're sort of affiliated with Apex. I'm gonna have them on October 1st. I'm still talking with Carmine about getting him on either this week or next week. And I do need one more guest for this week or next week. I'll just have random on every day.
Yeah. That play did work out though. Last week when we were talking Tuesday or Wednesday, and I felt like it was gonna go up into the 24 200s.
Yeah.
It happened.
Yup. You know it. You
Actually,
got it.
a proper. I mean, I don't rely exclusively on fibs or anything, but a proper one is like more like 24-3 before an issue.
Boom. Gold 3,700. Gold's a buy, guys. By the way, gold above that previous day high like we were looking for. Gold's so ready to rally, man. As it's already doing. But let's measure move that out to 50 points. Just to be reasonable with ourselves. What's that bring us to over here? Let's chat later. Cool. Good stuff, Gates. Appreciate you, man. Always. Alright, look how great this 15-minute demand zone is right here now. But wild move right there, bro. NASDAQ also just popped a new all-time high. ES new all-time high. Gold 37.05 in store today. Gold just off the chart type of move right there. Gold up 6-7% today. Bro, I almost want to buy gold up here as much as I hate buying highs. This thing is just, look at the support lining up below us, but we're not buying highs. I never have, never will. I do want to see this 90 to 92 area. Is it low volume? Nope, 90 to 92. That's where most of our volume was consolidated. Above that, we have some low volume sitting at 93. We have this imbalance sitting over here. Look at this imbalance, guys. Just buying volume got hit on the delta here. 80 session volume delta. 80 session volume profile. So just buying order. So 95. 95. That's where I'm looking to get filled. 95. Fantastic. We'll look for new high a day. Is this new all-time high? I think it's new all-time high. No, not yet. New all-time high will be... Mark it out so we know. Make it gold. Make the text color align. This, that, and align. Wonderful. So that new all-time high is going to be my target on gold today. No biggie, right, gold? We could do that. We do have an imbalance, though, between 99.5 and 98.7. Check our 5-minute if that lines up with the fair value gap or anything. Where do we say? 99.4, 98.7, 99. What is it? 98.4. And then 98.4. Oh, 99.4. Excuse me. And then 98.6. Possible. Possible. We'll have to see. Possible, not probable. Just remember, be patient. Size accordingly. Can see if we... So what I'm doing now is I'm looking for this gray price to push into this zone, and then possibly see a big volume bubble come in and price stall out. So let's see. We have a minute 14 left in the 5-minute. Equity's finally getting a pullback, so here we go. Gold hit in that zone for a moment. Starting to consolidate. Minute 4 left. Selling in it pretty strong. So if we don't hold at this point, we break through. There's no trade. Let's see. We didn't really get the volume I was looking for. But we'll take it light anyways because it is a very tight stop loss. If it goes right to that low again, I'm out for a small loss. So in here, stop at the low we just made. Looking for gold to just continue this rally higher. Here. So buy the lows, low volume shelf started to hold. I got my contract. I got in right there. We'll look to get at possibly new high a day too for a good first TP. Ooh, gold said, hold up, wait a minute, I forgot something. See if we could take some profit on a rally here. There we go, gold. I'm going to get out of one at new high a day. So we'll sell one. And hopefully gold gives us a strong rally here to that new high a day. And then I'll modify this order to just one. Let's see how that works in a sec. There we go. Fantastic, guys. Let's see. Gold trying to squeeze. Get that new high a day, gold. Come on now. Bro, it wants it. It's struggling a bit. I almost want to take profit here because of this struggle we're seeing. But how's that point of control from that last 5-minute candle? Come on, load in quick. Alright, we're still trying to continue higher. A little bit of a struggle up here. I almost want to get out of both contracts up here for a scalp. That would lead it to a, what? Let's see, like a 4-to-1? 3.7-to-1? 4-to-1 would be right here. So we'll take first con at 4-to-1 if we can. And then, if we can. Look at that pullback. Just remember, I gotta put that up one tick. There we go. I don't like that we created a pretty big buyer down here at 98.2. I feel like that means we're gonna stop hunt it. So I do want to be careful there. I want to make sure, I want to see that this buyer wants to support. Gold's been continuing trend. We see that on the 5-minute. Gold has been green, 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 green. So we got 3.5 left on this 5. Could be a little patient here. I like point of control is still higher, 161. Volume delta's been to the upside. Staying patient. Want to see gold make new high a day. It's getting ready. I think possibly a little dip here first and then a push up. If it stops me out, it stops me out. I'll look for a re-entry. We're staying bullish on gold though. Ooh, look at that. Stopped me out of one. Alright, stopped me out of the other two. So we'll be patient now. We wait. Let's see. How's ES and NQ? Remember though, there is a buyer sitting here. So I do want to be a little careful with that. There's a buyer, there's some volume. It is a fair value gap. I would consider re-entering. Let's see, I'll tell you guys if I re-enter right now. I'm getting ready for a re-entry. If we hold this, if we break below it, I'm not taking it at all, obvi. But let's see. 98.8 is where I'm looking to enter. If we start consolidating here, if we break below, I'm not taking it. 98.1's hit. Probably not taking this. Let's see. Yeah, the more we dip, the more I'm not confident that we're not taking this on gold just yet. We do have a little bit of a volume imbalance. Let's see, there we go. So we have our fair value gap below us. We have our low volume shelf below us too. Some selling pressure coming in right here. Remember that 95 was a price level I was looking at originally. This was a pretty massive pullback on gold so far. Did go right to a volume imbalance. Let's see. Gold and Q. ES and Q, nothing right now. I almost want to take this on gold here. One more time, seeing that buyers have been able to take us higher. Off this like 98 right here. But I also want to be patient because we got close to my other entry point, and that was at it was right at previous day low. I'm sorry, previous day high. Is our new fair value gap we've got going. Buyer trying to get in here, but he's looking like he's struggling. Let's see if that buyer could accumulate. Check our volume profile. See if we got any low volume shelves. Looking for a low volume shelf right in the spot that we're rejecting. And we do have a low volume shelf right there, so that's a good sign. So we can look to try to start a long position over here if we wanted to, if we had some extra confidence. There we go, that looks better. Let's see. 15-minute closes in 10 minutes. We did have our 15-minute orb on gold too, which looks like it's a breakout. Let's see. I'm re-entering just one contract now. Before I was in two. I wanted to play it a little safer. But then now that I re-entered only one, it's going to give us that crazy rally. But now let's see. Be patient. Play it smart. I do want to see if we could dip again into this point. I want previous day high. Gold. Right here. Nas continuing higher. I almost want to just scalp equities to the upside, seeing how much strength NASDAQ has. Apple at a key level. A lot of equities are at, like, of support, I should say. Apple at a key level of support. Gold trying its best to continue. I almost want to get out here for a scalp, but seeing that it's been, yeah, so strong to the upside, why not? Trade with the trend. Trend is our friend. Nice. No way. We get new high day now? Alright. Listen, I'll hold one contract to new high day. That's fine. Definitely a little concerned we find a lower high right here. So we'll see how we react. If we start to fail, I'm just going to manually exit. Like even this little bit of struggle right here, I'm going to get out for a scalp. That way, I made back what I lost before. Up 30 bucks, so I would call that a break-even day. And now we wait. Wait for a better setup. ES and Q, anything lining up over there? I'm not seeing much. It's only 9:50. We got plenty of time. Markets could give us a good setup at 10:30, which means we need this 9:50, 9:55, 10, 10:05, 10:10, 10:15. We need all those 5-minute candles to form and see how they sell. Form, see how they form. Form, see how the volume is. So we have time to be patient. Let's see, ES and NQ, if they're giving us anything. I'm really not seeing much, like, at all. ES is a low volume shelf around 66.07, but we didn't even hit 66.07 during this New York session yet. NASDAQ hit that 24,250 that we had on Bookmap. A lot of equities found resistance there too. Except Microsoft's continuing, Nvidia's continuing, Google's holding VWAP, Apple's struggling. Ooh, Meta big drop. Almost want to try a sell here on NASDAQ, actually. Let's see how that would look. We got a minute and a half, though. I'd want to be real careful taking any kind of sells at all-time highs, guys. We don't want to fade that trend too hard, but with the right volume analysis, we can find a good trade. So, again, patience is always a virtue, because patience will never hurt you. VIX is moving higher too, which is a little bit of a huge red flag. Oh, nice exit on gold, man. Glad I took that for a scalp. If Nas starts to fail here, yeah, I want this short on NASDAQ. Let's see. I'm trying one stop at the high a day, understanding that, yes, if it just pops again, which it can because we've been bullish, it's just going to stop me out. I do not care. It's a loss, right? We got to be able to accept our losses in trading. I'm taking this because I know a lot of people are trying to take these longs up here. I know we still have our gap fill to fill. We have some selling pressure trying to step in. Well, we saw that with this big sell bubble. So we're just going to have to wait. I also saw Apple was weak. Meta took a big hit to the downside. Amazon's rejecting VWAP. We have some rejection on equities too. But sort of fading the trend here. So we do want to be patient. Be careful. My entry is 39, stop loss is 51, and it's looking like it's getting ready to go run to that 51. Meta, a little bit of a drop. Microsoft, a little bit of a drop. Let's see if NQ wants to start to hit a wall here.
Good morning, everyone.
What's that?
I said good morning, everyone.
Oh, good morning, good morning. What's up, Ricardo?
You trying to short NQ?
Yeah, I'm probably get stopped out of this. I'm short around 39, stop 51. It's probably going to run to stop soon. Yeah. It's because
Well,
equities are
gonna
really
start.
showing some weakness, man.
I took the short off the top for a pullback quick, but then I got out. Yeah, we're going higher, I think.
Yeah. Well, much support below is still 35. 15-minute hasn't entirely closed yet. 4 minutes left on the 15 to close. If it could start wicking, right? Again, trapping all these people thinking, oh, we're definitely continuing higher. Trap all of them. Create a new 15-minute supply zone. I'm short from the highs. Looking to trade that towards the gap fill. Possible. Possible. We talk about possible. We talk about probable. What's that?
Grabbing momentum. It's grabbing momentum right now. So yeah, you can definitely get a nice little pullback
Yeah.
there, I think.
A lot of weakness in equities right now, too. Equities getting ready to fall. That's why I'm short NQ. Dancing on my entry price is 39 level right now. Ooh. Ah, here comes new high a day. Let's see. My stop loss is at 51. If this buyer fails up here, dude, he's trapped. Big time trapped. Yo, a buyer got... Oh, okay, I was gonna say, why does it look like the buyer got filled outside of the bid and ask? He got, like, the worst fill right there. You guys smell what the sell's
holding.
cooking? Gold? Good call on gold. Gold might be lining up right here. Did somebody just say gold?
No, I said it's holding on
Oh,
NQ.
yeah. Yeah, dude, it's trying, bro. It's trying. Apple selling off, Meta finding some support, Google finding some support. Nvidia's weak, though, selling off pretty strong. But here comes new high today. Stop me out at 51, maybe? Bro, just stop me out already, then. 48. 49, 51. There it is, finally. Alright, let's see what's cooking on gold. Gold, we were looking for that 95. Gold hasn't hit 95 yet. Got an imbalance down there between 95 and 95.7. Look at this volume imbalance right there. That's what I'm looking for on gold. It almost is getting that reaction already. We have got 2 minutes left in this 5 minute though, so I'm going to give it a little time. See if there's any buy imbalances down here on gold. I believe there are. Yeah. So check it out. Hold up. See these green levels? These are like buy imbalances. Let's see. Good morning, everybody. What's going on? Let's see. Gold got a minute 20 left on this 5 minute. Let's see if we dip towards that 95 level. Really looking for a dip to 95. Start holding. Taking those longs. We're banking on some new high days. We've been making higher highs. Check our hourly time frame. Make sure we're making higher lows. Let's also check our volume profile. Okay. Here's at 95. Let's see if we could start to hold here. Very strong. 95 even. So let's see. Here's 95.3. Here's 94. There's a break of 95. If we start to hold, I'm going to take it. If we just fail right through, no trade. Trying to break through. Trying to break through strong. Let's see. This is why we don't just jump the gun right in. Because that volume shelf does fall towards down here. So let's see.
Got out too early on NQ.
Oh, yeah, still rallying. Oh, yeah, look at that. Gold on a big drop here, man. Gold starts to hold on minute, but without that, I don't know. Let's see, starting to hold. Could look to take it here with the stop loss at the low we just created because of the volume shelves, but we don't want to be chasing everything. We already got a couple little paper cuts today, so we want to be a little patient on how we trade. Especially with the selling pressure that gold just presented itself lately. So we don't want to be trying to jump in that, but it has been more bullish. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about though, about more lately. We've been getting some crazy sells. Here's that broken supply zone we had actually. That's pretty massive. And here's a big volume bubble. That's great. Hold up, wait a minute. Yes,
So much
and
for
NQ.
all-time highs from last week on NQ.
Yeah,
Crazy how much has gone up now.
it is
20
crazy.
points, 150 points.
This would be my re-entry down here on gold off of this broken supply zone. Tried to work as resistance. Now I'd want to see work as support. But after that, if that fails, there will be no more tries on gold. That is it. We did have down here. We had 15-minute demand zones down here to the downside. But again, at this point, got to be able to limit yourselves. Say how many trades you could take, how much you could risk per trade, all that stuff. Nazi, yes, pulling back. $91 is pretty strong on gold. 91.
What correlates with gold? Like, what do you
Like the
trust?
dollar, usually look for the dollar to inverse. Like dollar's trying to push higher at the moment, but it is below its previous day low, so overall got some general weakness. So here comes a possible passive buyer sitting here at 91 on gold. See if they want to hold this area of support. There's a broken supply zone, so it becomes demand. A lot of people were stopped out because I know I was. So this could be a possible reversal area. If we throw our fib tool up there, from our low to high, we did just hit our 50 and almost near our 61% too. There's a good buyer holding that price level. Let's see. Now I'd like to see volume. This 535, I'd like to see point of control start to move higher. I'd like to see this 115, this 120, these numbers move higher. I want to see volume move up with price now. We got a minute 56 left on the 5 minute. If we don't get that, we're probably going to fail. But 15-minute time frame wise, 30-minute. Oh, we'll see, man. That's close. That's a tough cookie. We'll see. Just trading the trend on gold. That's all we're looking for. Nice. Okay, gold. There we go. All right. Damn. All right, let's see. Let's get out of one right up here into the damn zone because that was a nice move. Let's see. Nice. Keeps going, maybe? Let's see. I'll get out of one at 96.4 if it'll let me.
You got into
There it
gold?
is. There it is. Yeah, I got in gold down in this broken supply zone. It chopped me up a little bit beforehand, but I re-entered down in this zone down here. I didn't even realize this till now, but our volume average low is down there as well, so that's great. I gotta just trust my broken supply and demand zones a lot more than these like fair value gaps and whatnot. That's when I trade my best, when I'm trading those zones. I'd possibly look to get out of gold here, just to get out in case we do create another lower high, because that would just trap a lot of buyers up here. But we have 30 seconds left on the 5-minute. Point of control is still down there to the downside, but volume is trying to pick up to the upside. I have my finger on the cancel button. Let's put it that way. 20 seconds left. $12 seconds. I like this. I do like this on gold for a possible reversal. So the back to the upside. Not even reversal. Trend continuation, right? Beautiful green candle closed outside this broken supply zone. I'm looking for continuation on gold here. Would like to see new high a day. Gold's like, that's nice of you. I'd like to see my new low of day. Just sells off. Nah, I'm playing. We're going to be patient. Holding this last contract out of one. Holding last contract. Considering exiting up here for profit, but we're going to be patient. 250 on NASDAQ again. Nice, there's 250. Good call. There's somebody on YouTube mentioned 250 on NQ. Good job, Ayub. What's up, man? It's a cool name. Looking for gold to crack above 3,700 again. 3,700 even. New all-time highs. Gold looking ready to run, too. So we're in it. We're in it to win it. Would like to target all-time high on gold. It's up here. It's 37.15. 37.15. We already cracked 3,700 today. CVD still green. I knew I'd like the price action on gold better today than NASDAQ, right? We said that before markets even opened. Still waiting, though. Check this out. Still chopping. I might get out for near the current highs we're making, just to call it more of a BE. Let's see. But we'll be patient right now.
You don't bring your stop loss to BE?
Yeah, so like I got out of one contract right here, and then my stop loss that was down here, I moved it up a little bit. I'm not going to move it too high up where it stops me out and then reverses though, because I want to be able to still give it a little room, a little wiggle room. Because I know people are going to be chasing up here, and they're not going to be giving wiggle room. And the market, that wiggle room is just extra volume. So I'm playing it safe. I'd be playing it safe by exiting completely, but we'll see. I want to be patient. I'm looking for this to be a winner, right? So we're looking to hold our longs, hold our position, and if it stops us out, it stops us out. The only way I'm out right now is if my analysis is incorrect, and that would be if we reverse back to the downside. 92 is my stop loss.
Looks like the dollar's pushing a little bit.
Yeah, dollar's been moving up higher for a little bit too. Now, I don't look for the dollar to completely inverse it. I just look for the dollar to have overall weakness or strength. So if the dollar overall is below previous day low, or it has been moving lower, then that's a weak dollar. I'll look for a strong gold. Whereas the VIX and ES, that's when I look for more of a direct inversion. Just so you guys know how I use the dollar and gold. Nice, here we go, gold. That's what I'm talking about. See, that's why I don't want to be too careful with my stop loss, where I move it up too high, it stops me out, then it continues, and then, oh man, I could have made an extra $200-$300. Oh, I could have made even more if I held even longer. So it's like, just wait. Patience. Oh, random dipped out. I've been talking too much. Where's it? Do you take any trades, homie?
Oh, a little bit.
Yeah.
I keep trying to short this, and I keep scratching out.
Short what? ES or NQ?
ES.
Gotcha.
But that's fine. I'm just kind of messing with it today. It's fine.
All right.
I mean, the thing is, on an FOMC week, for the benefit of the others,
Yeah.
when you have a big anticipated event like FOMC, these are what we call volatility suppressing events. Signet talks a lot about this in his morning session, but essentially what that means is the trading days leading up to the FOMC on Wednesday oftentimes are compressed. So we can see some trades, we might see some trending, stuff like that, but we're not typically, we don't see a lot of breakout and runs kind of things unless, there's a lot of fear about what might happen. So, um, remember that if he does lower the interest rates, inflation goes up. One just as happens with the other.
Right.
So that's, if people are
Huge.
really expecting Powell to drop the rates, inflation goes up. Well, where do people go? Gold.
Yep. Yes,
Um,
sir.
so this is an anticipation move. I can't say the word apparently. Um, of that, Powell is going to lower the rates, and that'll mean that inflation will go up, and over time, but still, people are positioning. Now, on the other hand, the ES, it's entirely possible that they're simply pushing to the new highs to get in position
Right.
for a hellacious short
Yup.
that they're going to do. So, I mean, this is all speculation. So, I would not go out and rebalance your portfolio based on any of this. But you do have to realize that a lot of times price action gets constrained when we have these big announcements. Same thing with CPIs, not as big of an event necessarily, but you'll see a lot of times that morning, possibly the day before, price will tighten up. So, just kind of be mindful of, some of that kind of action. So is ES possibly coming all the way back down to VWAP here at 66, 63-ish? Yeah, it's very possible. Very, very possible. But we have hit R2 pivot point. So, the odds are we stay between R1 and R2. R1's at 66, 61. R2 66, 76. Very seldom do we break and continue past R2, but we can.
Pulling back on you.
Nice.
And we also got a quad witch coming up on Friday.
Oh, gross.
Oh yeah, there you go.
So,
There you go.
hooray, no volatility.
ES also has a volume node at 6670. So we're coming right back down to that. And we hit that, and there's a very good chance we'll just choppity chop around that for a while.
That's crazy, man. We're still in these gold longs, guys. We're going for new all-time highs. I'll move it so you guys could see the trade.
Equities try to pull back.
Yeah. Yeah, equities are probably going to be a bit more range bound until we get that FOMC meeting. I almost want to take profit here on gold, seeing that it's just sort of been chopping its way higher. But we'll be patient. We'll let this candle close. CVD hasn't really been pushing higher, which I guess is my biggest concern. But hopefully that means we could possibly squeeze, right? So we're going to be patient on that. I'm just doing a quick write-up on gold right now. Fantastic. Good. Buy it back up. That's great. Gold has been soaring. We are currently long on GC, holding towards new high a day, and possibly new all-time high on gold today. With the anticipation of FOMC this week, a lot of institutions are preparing for a rate cut, which can cause inflation, which leads to investors to pour into gold. Trade the trend now, blah, 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 blah. Cool. Equities look like they're popping right now. ES and NQ doing the same thing. Not yet. Oh, they're trying to hold though. Low volume shelf there on NASDAQ that we tested. Gold, if you could buy back up, that would be great. Thank you. Target wise, 3705. Anything above that, 3707. Nothing really. Ooh, 3726. Remember that call for a big rally. I'm expecting a possible stop hunt at the moment, so we might see a pullback on gold towards these lows. Hopefully not. I'd like to see us just squeeze and continue in this trend, because the further we have to go, the longer it takes for us to get there, so let's get it moving. Hourly time frame. How'd the 4-hour close on gold? Very bullish. Ooh, 4-hour was basing, rally, continuation on the 4-hour? Hell yeah. Let's go. I didn't even see that before, man. That gives me so much confidence in gold. That is wonderful.
Still in gold?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Looking for new high a day, possibly. 3705 is where I would like to target gold. Because of book map, I'd like to target new all-time high, which is 3715. Very possible on days when gold rallies like this. Just really need to see a strong break above this 3702. We are really struggling. And I hate, man, my biggest issue with CVD is like not going anywhere. Alright, so here comes that possible stop hunt I was referring to. Now, my biggest concern is this stop hunt is enough volume to completely reverse it back to the downside. With that being said, I'm just gonna move this up a little bit. And call it like break even, right over there. Because now look, we're in the range. We're in this volume shelf. So this is a very range-bound volume shelf. So I'm not expecting these little quick moves lower to live. ES and NQ, are they doing anything? Pulling back still too. Gold's NQ. Fair value gap, below volume shelf as well. Our equities near key level, not really. Oh, NASDAQ is near key level though. I almost want to take that on NQ right now. We're holding that previous day low. Ooh, hold up, let's wait, let's see. I mean, I was gonna say technically we could take it long here at this 41 with a stop loss at 38 and have like a 2-point stop loss. That would be pretty crazy on NASDAQ. But let's just wait 1 second. Let's see how we want to react first. Amazon's trying to sell off. Nvidia is holding a key level. So is Apple. I'm going to take it long here. And like I said, stop loss at like 37. Like a 5-point stop loss on NASDAQ. So I'm in gold still. I'm in NASDAQ now too. Gold's looking like it's coming close to stop loss. Nasdaq's chopping around. Again, it's a situation where they could both go to stop, and that's fine. I took profits, we're cool. And they could both go into profit, and that's great. So we'll be patient here. Nvidia's holding up. Equity's trying to hold. Ooh, stop on NQ is at 37. We just hit 38. That was so close. That was crazy. I think it might want to run for it. Dude, that's crazy. I think,
Multitask Mondays for you.
yeah, right. No, it's gonna stop. I'm thinking it stops me out on Nasdaq, man. Ooh, gold's pull. Oh, okay, gold started to hold. Nasdaq trying to hold too. Just staying patient, man. I'm ready for one of them to stop out, if not both. Got to be prepared for everything. All right, Nas hitting 39 again. Someone's really holding this 240 on NQ. But they can only hold so long until they fail or the sellers fail. Somebody's got to fail. 15-minute. I'm expecting a break of that recent 15-minute low. Something in stop loss on NQ here. Yeah, there's 38 again. All right, give me back to break even. I think I'm just gonna get out of that. All right, there's a stop loss on Nasdaq. Let's see, gold trying to hold still. Where are we at? What are we looking at right now on the day? Let's see. I've sort of lost trust in gold. Nasdaq ES. Nasdaq definitely dips into that low volume shelf now. There's no doubt about that. So same situation where you take this here with like a 4-point stop loss on NQ. So I'm back in NQ. Stop loss at like 32. Just understanding that like an entry at 38, a stop loss at 32 is a 6-point stop loss on Nasdaq. That's fantastic. But it's not fantastic if we just dive right to it, right? So let's see. Looks like that's what we're doing. Sellers getting nasty. Equity's trying to hold though. Equities have been range bound, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I hate. If this NAS goes to stop loss, we're probably just gonna stick with gold this week. Yeah, here goes NQ, man. Close. 32 is my stop. Definitely wants it. Equity's displaying a little bit more bearish sentiment. Yeah, close. I'm moving my stop loss up like a tick because this thing is feeling way more bearish than bullish right now on Nasdaq. Especially with this equity weakness. And we have some price levels to the downside, 228. Gold holding. Should have just left Nasdaq alone today. Yeah. Garbage, dude. That's garbage. Let's see. Gold trying to hold. Get out of here. Get out of here, Nasdaq. Just making it harder to win today. That's some bullshit. Let's see. Gold trying to hold here. Building some support, finding some buying volume. 209 left in this 5-minute. Wouldn't look to add up here. Still in the gold longs from there. So we're just being patient right now, guys. This could also go to stop loss. 30-minute. It's a bit more considerably bearish than the 5 and 15 and everything. But remember that 4-hour is what was giving me confidence in the continuation on gold. So I am possibly looking for a add. My biggest concern is we come to this broken demand zone, broken supply zone one more time and test it and then continue again. So I might move my stop loss back to where it originally was and look for a re-entry down there. But it's going to depend also on how this 5-minute closes. If it closes green, I might just add on that next 5. Bro, equities are so garbage right now. Nasdaq is trying to hold that zone. But at this point, every time buyers try to step in, sellers smack them back down. Don't want to do that anymore. Wait for confirmation that we're actually reversing. It looks like we're trying to curve higher on Nasdaq, but that's what it's been looking like lately. And trading what it looks like isn't really a trading plan now, is it? There we go. Looks alright. 30 seconds. There we go. And then wicked. Gold. Struggle. Really just want to know what's going on with gold right now. Support down here near the 92s to 91s. Yeah, see that Nasdaq just had another drop. That's why we're not just getting in because it looks like. Because that ain't a setup. Let's see. Some selling coming in on gold here. There's some selling volume. I want to see if we could find a really big sell bubble on gold near a pivot low and we reverse after that big bubble, then I'm adding on gold. No doubt about it. Like a big sell bubble, like something like this, at a pivot low, then we reverse. I'll take the buys, put my stop at the low we just made. Like that's a small bubble, that's not a good bubble. Still hold it, but hopefully we get a big buyer stepping in here. Some higher lows starting to form here on Bookmap, it looks like too. So this could possibly be an add. Just want to be careful with adding, you know. There was a seller right here, 94. So we add here, stop at 94. Let's see. Possible
All right, I'm
add.
out. Yes.
Yo, good stuff, Ricardo. You green on the day?
Yes, sir. I'm out, bro. Thanks
Good
for everything,
job.
and good luck in the market, man. Take care, guys.
Good job, bro. Take care, man. Alright, some selling pressure on gold here. I'm actually going to wait for gold to look like it's oversold on the market pulse down here to add. Like, look at this big seller right here. We pulled back. Let's see another big seller. I'll pull back. Just don't want gold to sell off on me here, you know? So we're going to be patient. Trading with the trend. Oh, I wonder if it does have, like, measured moves. Alright, hold up. Let's see. Let's see. Can we get the add on gold here? Stop loss at 94. What's going on? What's up, Joshua? What's up, man? Alright. Got me on a little bit of an add on gold here. Stop loss is going to be at 94. I'm looking for this low right here to hold. So a higher low on gold. Stop loss over here. And I am still in that original contract from 10 o'clock. 30 minutes holding that. Might run back here. Gold has found some weakness lately. The thing keeping me bullish is the 4-hour time frame, which closes in 3.5 hours. That looks like it wanted to continue higher. And just overall market sentiment has been bullish. Chilling now, done trading for the day. Good stuff, bro. Good stuff. I'm currently in now 2 gold contracts long. Just sort of waiting now for it to start moving more in our favor again. If it goes against us, we stop out at 94 for the ad at least. Minute 4 left on the 5-minute here on gold. I am looking for us to continue higher. 15-minute also has a minute left, and was looking for that to push green too. So 50 seconds left. Let's watch this 15-minute time frame. Just let the market play out. That's all we can do. Yo, imagine it just to the moon. Nope, big seller trying to hold us down. We're pretty tight right now on gold. Pretty tight, bro. Short gold last night for 2 hours off open, made 900. Nice, dude. Good getting out, dude. Because gold has been rallying since. But let's see, you said you caught it last night. Yeah, last night, look at that. Had a nice little sell-off last night. Good stuff. 3 seconds. 1 second. Oof, gross. Alright, give us a rally. Yeah, something like that. Alright, well, I feel like I might be dumb if I don't take profit off one contract at a high like that, like a high wave like that, because those could be a rejection back lower, could have been a fake out, because now we have a big buyer stuck up here. If we reverse lower, that's huge. Big red flag. We did have CVD spiked green, which is good. I'm just not a fan of this anymore. I think you might want to go stop hunt that 94. Stop loss is 93.7 now for gold. 93.7, this low right here. Looking to get out of one contract near 98.3. Here we go. Get back up there. Give me that 98 something. I'll get out of... Alright, you see how we keep rejecting near this high? It's a bit of a red flag. But again, we're trading with the trend. And it just showed us it could blow through the highs. So let's see if it wants to show us it could do it again. First TP, 36.99. Blow through that. Blow right through it. 36.99. Just blow right through it. Getting there. It's trying. It's struggling is what it's doing. Let's see. Alright, I'm going to definitely take one contract off near 97.6. And I really want to let this winner run, though, if it can. But if it wicks back lower, that'd break my heart. So we'll get out of 97.6. To push us to 97.6 again. Right now it's been failing 97.3. Check that out. It's not good. Let's see. I'm moving that TP up again. So I think volatility might come in. And if volatility comes in, I'd rather still be in it. So let's see. Where are we at? What are we at right now? Let's see. Come on, gold. Run it up. You saw that buying CVD. You know you want to go up. 15 minute, 30 minutes. Such a struggle on that 30, bro. Fine, 97.6. I said 97.6 before. I want to see the seller get trapped. Come on now. Forget those sellers, gold. You know you want to go higher. You know you want new all-time highs. We're going to get more inflation this week. Hooray!
All right, I got to go to work on my room expansion thing here. So I'm out. You guys have a good one, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Nice, man. Enjoy. Good luck. Be careful. See you tomorrow. My issue with gold at the moment is if we are to take out this 36.99, there's a great chance we take out these other highs too. But with that being said, there's a good chance we don't take any of them out because we are already pretty extended. Daily time frame wise, we do look like we have some room, but remember, daily time frame wise, we were also in a very tight range. So let's see. Give me 36, 37 even, 3,700. That's where I'd like to TP, 3,700. Gold trying to get another run here. A minute left and it's 5 minutes to close. We take a look at our point of control. Make sure it's moving higher with price. Please tell me it is. Thank goodness we're holding this. 3,700 inbound. Because look, our point of control is now moving higher, and it's much larger. 476, 477 volume right here, moving higher with price. Staying bullish. I don't care that we're pulling back right now. Just waiting. Still in 2 gold contracts. I'm moving both of them stop loss to 93.3. I guess if I move my stop loss, though, I usually have to take profit off one contract in order to move another stop loss, right? Because that's a good rule to have, right? That way you don't move your stop loss and then don't take any profit and then get stopped out for break even like a schmuck. So let's see if gold could head towards that 98 one more time. I think I will get out at 98 of one contract to play it safe. If we get a big spike, 98.5, 98.3. Again, one of my biggest issues today also was the CVD struggling to move higher. Here we go. Let's see. Give me a big run up above 98. I'm going to move my TP for a second, see if we could just rally right through. If we blow the top off, I'll hold. If we don't, I'll let go of my sell order at 98.1 and try to get out at 98.1. But I'm looking for a strong break to 98.5. There's 98.4. Struggling on 98.4 a little bit. I'm going to get out of one contract at 98.1 if it'll let me. And that's because I moved my take profit. So let's see if we get 98.1 one more time. 98.1 right here. Just looking for a quick little rally there. Close. 98.1, there it is. Let's go, guys. Locking in some profits. Stop losses above break even. Fantastic. Gold made us patient today, man. That's for sure. Now we just wait. No NASDAQ this week, guys. I'm telling you, gold's going to be the move. Now, I almost want to completely exit this trade here, but I do like that they're adding orders, because them adding orders tells me they're probably going to pull these orders again, so I'm holding this last contract on gold. It is 10:36. I almost want to wrap up the stream here and just leave my TPs and stop losses. This thing looks like it's ready to continue. So I'm out of 1 at 98.1. My original entry was 92.7. Where was the original entry? 92.8. Added and got in and out a couple times. I think NQ's going up this week. Fed talking about rate cuts. Yeah, well, hopefully they announce that they are going to be giving us a rate cut. The question really depends on where markets are positioned afterwards. Marziti mentioned something before, I forget what it was, but how they're sort of positioning themselves for a big sell-off, like they're trying to move markets higher before finally unloading. And a lot of times that's something we do here in the markets, right? That these big institutions, they try to make price look like we're selling before they buy, right? So they could reverse on everybody. Same with, they look like we're going higher before we sell. Look at this guy's gold continuing higher. This is fantastic. See that? Remember they added those orders? They said, good, they added them. That means they're probably going to pull them. They did. 98.7, real strong level here. Let's see if we get 3,700. I'm sorry, 36.99. 36.99, what we're at. Yeah, look at NASDAQ's chopping around. Gold ready to give us another rally here. Have we been patient enough for it to finally reward us? Remember, I was looking at the 4-hour time frame for a basing, rally, continuation. Continuation usually has to take out that recent high and close above that recent candle high. So that's what I'm looking for on gold. Gold will make new highs this week for sure. Absolutely, dude. You know it. Boom, 3,700 even. Broke it and above it. Absolutely killer, guys. Check it out. Check it out. Still in it. Still in it. Added here too. Got out over here on the ad, from the ad. I almost want to TP here at 37 even, but look at this break. I think it wants to go above it. Oh, big struggle here. I don't want to be greedy either, right? We never want to be greedy in the market. This was a nice rally. But I did say our plan was to new high of day at least. At least. Fib level 3748 as an extension. Nice. Cool, dude. Cool. Is that on a daily time frame through that fib? Yo, if you guys ever want to send me any screenshots or pictures or anything, and you're in YouTube, you're not in Discord, you could always send them through like Twitter or Instagram. Alright, I really need to see us continue this rally here on gold. Pretty nice break, pretty nice hold. I almost want to add up here, seeing that we're trying to hold this imbalance at 36.99 immediately. 2-hour time frame, cool, bro, cool. What'd you throw from this individual candle or from the whole move, the low to the high? Let's see. Do we take profit on gold and call it a day? Yo, take care, Gates. Be good, bro. Have a good show today, 10:40. Oh, man. Guys, if you want, I'm going to wrap the stream up shortly, but make sure you join Gates on Benzinga today. He hosts the Trader Bacon Show, so he basically has live traders from Apex Trader Funding that got big payouts. They bring them on, they ask them about their strategy, their approach to the market, and they do give away 3 Apex accounts. They're very cool. I want to see gold curve up here. Low of last night? Got you, bro. Got you. So, like, low over here to where we are now. Okay. Now, me personally, fib extension-wise, yeah, yo, Gates, if you want to send the link, I'll share the link over here. Fib extension-wise, I only really respect the fib levels when we use them, right? So, let's say I was using this big fib time frame, and we came down to our 61%, then I would have confidence to use those extensions. If we just create this fib, and we don't retrace to any levels, and we just keep making new highs, well then we don't really have extensions because we have to keep extending our original fib. So that's something to keep an eye on as well. Something to consider. I just realized this is also the 15-minute time frame. Here's a 2-hour. Alright, gold, stop messing around. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. What's up, Ryan? SP Row? Good morning, man. How you doing? I hope you're enjoying the community. I know you're new in here as well. A lot of new faces in here. Always happy to see new members. You guys got any questions? If you're here on Discord, always feel free. Shoot me a message. I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And, of course, mentorships are available. I got a couple slots still available. Dan, if you're still in here, so you were in here earlier. If you want to hit me up, let me know when you want to re-intervene. Let me know how you're doing. If you feel like, you know, you want to stay steady for a few days first, let me know too. It's always good. Guys, the journey, the point of the mentorships too, is to let you take your trading at your own pace, but know that you're not doing it alone. Know you're not doing it blindly. You have that assistance, you have that guidance, and it's not just guidance from a YouTube video or a YouTube series. No, it's a hands-on guidance to say, okay, you know what, I'm feeling a little lost right now. Could we meet today? I want to talk about X, Y, and Z. Maybe you could help me get on the right path. That's going to cut your trading journey into a quarter of what it would be if you were doing it alone. Guaranteed. Like, no joke. Because the beginning of your trading journey, a lot of it for everybody, most people, is going to be, unfortunately, the YouTube Academy, trying to get as much information as you can for free, which is great. I'm all for it, right? Get as much information as you can for free. PDFs online, free book PDFs. The issue with trading and YouTube traders and shit like that is there's always going to be a different trader. There's always going to be a different strategy. And until you find something that really clicks with you, you're going to think this guy's right until he's wrong. And then you're going to think he's always wrong. Then you're going to think that next guy's right until it doesn't work out for you. And then he's always wrong. Meanwhile, they've all been right all the time. They know how to manage their risks, just like we mentioned here. If you were to take a trade with me, but you have too tight of a stop loss, and my trade's just playing out, and I'm patient, I'm letting it play out, I'm bored, whatever. But if you stopped out because you had anxiousness, or you were nervous, or you cut your winner too short, you let your losers run, whatever the case may be, there's more to it than just, oh, let me copy trade this person and I'm going to be a professional trader and make a passive stream of income just by joining Kevin and copying him. No way. That's why I like to educate you guys way more than I like to just give out call outs. I will tell you guys when I enter and exit. I'm still on this gold trade. This gold trade is ridiculously making me patient. Like, look at this. We're still in gold. And now we're losing resistance above us, but I'm starting to lose hope on this because this was a big buyer up here. Got absorbed. We did make a new high after that. Made some higher highs too. So we'll be patient. 37.05 was that target to the upside. But that's my point, guys. Like, I'm giving you the reasons why I'm entering the trades. I'm giving you my take profit levels, why I have them. My stop loss level, why I have them. When you enter a trade yourself, have a proper stop loss. Have your own analysis on it. If I'm telling you my analysis and you agree with it, great. But be able to sort of repeat it to yourself as well. Say, okay, yeah, this is why. Because X, Y, and Z. Not because Kevin said X, Y, and Z, but because I see X, Y, and Z on my own chart. Alright, let's see. Gold is being a pain in my ass right now. And is 10:45. We'll wait. Here we go. Gold's like, I don't know, man. I'll think about it. Time is it? Four-hour. Still rallying. That's what we were looking for. 4-hour hasn't hit above that recent 4-hour high, by the way. That would be new high today. That's why that's still one of my main targets. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are good for today, too. Let me get you that. Yes, sir. Yeah, we're good. We're good. My bad. I missed that. But yeah, no, we're solid. We're solid. I gotta put that in as a recurring for my calendar. Let's see. Alright, gold's ready for another leg. Let's get it, gold. Let's go new high a day. Oh, I did have it in my Zoom. You hadn't sent me the link. I did. Alright. Alright, good. So I'm not losing it. It's, okay, good. It's just not in my calendar on my phone for some reason. That's probably just something I gotta change. I got a new phone like a week or two ago, so there's some things that aren't linked. It should be. I'm surprised it wasn't. While gold does its thing, I'm just gonna be, just chilling on my phone, let the market do its thing, no rush. I got my stop loss in place, I got my take profit in place, I'm not forcing anything, we're already in our trade. There we go, another break. 3,706. Yeah, I do have you. right? Yeah, recurring. Nice. There we go, gold. Yeah, not damn. We're solid. We're solid. 3705 would like to be target on gold. Nice. Almost. Sort of want to TP over here in case we don't make new high a day, but trading with the trend, we do want to sort of look for that new high a day to be taken out. Struggling a bit up here, but I'm really not seeing any major resistance that should give us a reversal. 20 seconds left in this 5-minute. We can take a look at NASDAQ and ES as well. Those have been pretty range bound. Look at this guy's horrible price action. We were right to stay with gold today. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not the happiest with the current volume and price action. Bum, bum. Move our TP to new high a day then. $37.02.3. Ooh, sellers, don't do that. I'll see about getting out up here. This was still a very valid run. Let's see. Yeah. And plenty green. Let's see. I'd want to see if we could start to catch a bid up here. Right at this 3,700 even. Right over here, I want to hold support. Like 36.99. Some buying delta over here too, which is good. Yeah, I'm concerned to hold that we chop around 85.4, 98.4 I should say. We have a little bit of a low volume shelf that ends right there. So we might chop through that zone. I'd like to see buyers continue here on gold. There we go. Point of control, break higher. Come on, give us that break. Let's get new high a day. I'm going to get all out of gold and go have a fantastic day. As I hope the rest of you do too as well. If it struggles again here, I'm going to just get out. Trying to squeeze here. I just don't want it to squeeze to the downside on me while I'm in these longs. Just one contract left. Let's see. 237 left on the 5-minute. Could give it that time. $15 looks good on the continuation. 30 looks alright on the extension. 4 hours, what I was looking for on new high a day. So still targeting new high of day. Take me away, take me away. Come on, gold, stop messing around with me. Hit that 3,700 fill and get the hell out of here. Big seller trying to step in off this 36.99.9. Want to see that get filled and shot back up. Minute 50 left on this 5-minute. We have had some green candles in a row for a little while now. Here's that fill off 3,700. It's still struggling off 3702 right here. So again, my stop loss, I'm going to move it up now to 36.98. I'm sorry, 36.98.3. And in fact, I might just TP up here. Let's see. We got a minute 17 left. I do want to be a little patient because we could squeeze. See that buyers have been trying to accept price at higher levels. Sellers haven't really been stepping in on this rally. CVD has been slowly climbing higher. We just tried to double bottom here on gold. Just waiting. Don't want to get stopped out on a pullback and then have it run up to our TP. So we're just waiting. Still. 3700.5, 3700.5, 3700.6, 3700.4, 3700, like a auctioner. 3700.8. Come on, give me 3702.4. Should we say I'd rather new one? Let's see, come on. Alright, some buying accumulation stepping in here. I want to see follow through. Moving my stop loss up to 3699.7. Looking for our new high a day on gold here. 7 seconds left in the 5 minute. 3, 2, 1. Dude, it looks like it's going to give us like one of those weird spikes. See if we could go for 3705. I am a little concerned for a pullback towards 3700 even again. Seeing that we had a nice move away from it. Let's see if it gives us that pops a new high a day. If it struggles here, I'm going to just get out at 3701. A beautiful trade. Beautiful trade. From low volume look at that volume average low to volume average high. That's wild. Alright, yeah, let's see if gold squeezes above 3701.1. If it doesn't, I'm just getting out right here. 3700.4 is my stop loss. I'm really riding the stop loss tight because I want to get out of this trade. But I also want to let this winner run if we want to just rally towards that new high a day. Getting there. Moving my TP up a little bit above new high a day in case we have like a big breakthrough. 3701.1, 0.3, 0.2. Good morning, guys. What's up, everybody? Struggling again here on 3701. Looking like it's getting ready for a spike here on gold. Guys, I am going to manually exit right here. So we're going to get out right here, lock in some profits. Let's see if gold wants to give us one more run first. And yeah, I think that was overall a good trade day. Good comeback for sure. 600, there we go. So close. Come on, gold. Alright, forget it. Oh, wait. I do think it goes to new high a day. Day's over. Trading day's over. We got good profits. Let's see. Give us that push. Give us that push. A lot of people looking for that new high a day too, so we might reject first. I'm getting out. I'm getting out. Now, what am I going to hold it for a few more points just for it to pull back on me? Hell nah. Good profits. Good stuff. Good comeback from the chop we had earlier. Good work, everybody. Guys, it is 10:57. I hope you all had a great trading day. Hope you guys were able to make a little money, learn and earn, and I will see you guys tomorrow. If you're here on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe, and join our community at bullishbrs.com to live trade with me daily. Here comes gold. Gonna go make that new high a day. That is awesome. Great work, everybody. I will see you guys all tomorrow. All right.